and I didn't have no gun. I didn't, if I was the intent to try to do something like that, I would have had a gun too. I didn't have no gun. I do admit that I was there. I was self-medicating. I don't know what I was thinking of being in that house, but I was freaking out. It just happened so fast. But nothing left that house, I can promise you, in my hands.
So it was interesting because you just apologized, said you were sorry for spiraling out and getting to this point.
Yes, sir.
But I never heard an apology towards any of the victims in this case.
Oh, I really do apologize to all the victims. I wish they were here so I could tell them to their face.
Pass witness.
He passed away while I was in here, so it's just me and my sisters. Well, when I got out, I mean, when I was out there working, my grandma died and I lost my mind again because she was the only thing that I had left as a
When you
parent.
say you lost your mind, what does that mean?
I just started spiraling downhill. I lost my job. I started self-medicating, and I don't really do drugs like that, but I started self-medicating, hanging around the wrong people, and then I wasn't
And
I wasn't taking my medication. I was going to the doctor before and I stopped taking my medication. So
and as a result of that, what happened next?
this incident happened and I was hanging around the wrong people. I can promise you, I'm not that type of person. I don't know what was going through my mind. I was on drugs and I was self-medicating and wasn't on my medicine. And by the time I realized it, I know I messed up. I went to the Center for Healthcare Services and got help.
What
And
kind of help did you receive?
I got all my medications and they gave me a psychiatrist and they gave me a counselor and they started helping me get on my meds. I told them that I messed up and I needed help. So I started looking to try to fix myself and I just realized I messed up and there was nothing I could do to fix it. So I tried to do better and
Now, you've been in custody for 3 years.
Yes,
give or
sir.
take. Where did you spend part of the time?
I spent it here and then I just really needed to go to the hospital. My mind state wasn't in the right state of mind. I was hearing voices. I was just freaking out. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just losing my mind and I've been here for 3 years. I've been to lockdown one time for 3 years. I have not had no fights. I'm not an aggressive person.
All right, and just so that the record can be clear, the reason why he was at the Bexar County Jail for 3 years is because he was found incompetent and he was sent to the state hospital.
Yes, ma'am.
That's nothing to do with the 187 District Court keeping him in
No.
custody for
No.
3 years.
I understand
All
that,
right.
Your Honor, and what I was getting at was the next part of the story. As a result of this, you ended up in Vernon, is that correct?
Yes, sir. To get help. And I think they helped me with my
Tell us
everything.
what they did.
They put me on medication. They gave
What
me
kind of medication?
they gave me anxiety medication, bipolar medicine, they gave me sleeping medicine, and I was hearing a lot of voices at the time.
What
and-
medicine, what
Seroquel, Seroquel, Boost Bar, they had me on Klonopin, they had me on Zyprexa, they had me on another medication, I don't recall what it was called.
What are you on now when you're here?
They had me on Boost Bar. They agreed to let me keep taking the Seroquel for the voices, and they give me propranolol for the anxiety and depression, and they also give me Seroquel, Boost Bar, and propranolol.
All right. And you understand that mental illness or extreme abuse as a child is not an excuse for doing what you pled to.
Yes, sir, I understand that.
So why should this court even consider putting you back on the street or back in society?
Because I promise I could be a productive member of society. I will do as much time of probation as you want me to. I promise I will not mess up. I just ask if you could please give me a second chance. That's all I'm asking for. I promise you can look at my back history. I'm not that type of person. I just lost my mind because I lost my grandma and that was the last thing. And all I got is my brothers and sisters now. And my sister just had kids and I really want to be a part of their lives.
Well, the court may restrict you if she were to grant probation or a form of probation from being around children under 18.
Yes, sir. I would gladly accept that and do better and finish probation and then I could see them. I will do right. I will be on my medications. What I'm gonna do is go to the Center for Healthcare Services and get help. Even if I am outpatient, I please ask that I can be outpatient. I'm gonna go through Center for Healthcare Services by myself, like as I like want to, because they really help. And I also got a doctor I go to regularly. So I'm gonna get on my medications, get on the right medications and do right. I plan on still being an electrician. I know a place that'll hire me as I work for a dentist office
All right.
and they'll hire me
Let
when I
me
get out.
stop you right there. Now, the court could order a mental health, not screening, but a program for you to participate in if the court so chooses.
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to do
I
that?
will gladly go to any programs that they want me to, any classes that I need to. I will show up to everything. I just please ask, can I have one more chance? This is my first time getting locked up. I can promise you, I will do all I can in my will to do better and finish probation. I will do as much time as you want. And I know you probably hear that a lot and people mess up, but I can promise you, I'm gonna do better. I'm not gonna hang out with nobody, none of the same people. I'm not talking to any of them. I'm gonna surround myself with positive people and just stay out the way and do better for myself and not for just for myself, but for my family and the people around me. I think I could be a productive member of society and I'm ready to go back into the world and be a better person.
If the court orders you to maintain on medicine and report, say every week or every other week for drug screening, mental health counseling and or proof of taking your medication, are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir. I really don't need the drugs. The drugs, I don't have a problem stopping drugs at all because I take medications out there and they work fine for me. They help me. So I really just started doing drugs because I lost my mom when my grandma died. She was like everything to me. That was the only thing I had left. And me and my dad didn't really have a connection. So I didn't really talk to him. And then when I was in here, he died, and now I really don't got anybody. So, but I got my brothers and sisters, that's for sure. And I know my sister's always gonna be there for me. And I think she will help me through this whole situation and in me taking my meds. And I promise I will take my meds. I like taking my meds because they make me feel like a better person. Honestly, after I got back from the hospital, I feel so much better. I feel happier. I'm not hearing the voices like I was. I feel like a better person. Like I said, I have not been in no fights since I've been here the whole time. I'm not an aggressive person. I don't cause problems. I try to stay out the way. And
Now that you have your medication, you talked about how it is different.
yes, sir.
Have you ever been on the medication that was is prescribed for you before?
Yes, sir. I've been through so much medications and they try to find the right ones for me. I was
Did they
once on,
find the right one?
yes, sir. I was once on Adderall for my ADHD. And then another time I was on another pill for anxiety and then for the voices and the schizophrenia through a doctor.
Now you have medication. You are telling us that the medication you're currently on works.
Yes, sir. Man, I feel like a better person. I feel positive. I know I could get back out there and get back to work. I just please ask for one more chance and I promise I won't mess it up. If I do, I will gladly do as much time as you want me to do.
Well, this is a up to 99-year.
Yes, sir. I understand that. I would not be mad at the judge for giving me whatever time she would give me if I mess up.
And if the court required you to wear an ankle monitor for and drug patch, can you do that?
Oh, yes, for sure.
What are you asking of this court that we haven't covered already?
Nothing. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for spiraling down and getting in this position. And I just ask you, please give me one more chance. That's all I really just want one more chance. I want to be there with the little family I got left. I lost a lot of family since I've been in here, and I just don't know what I'll do if I lose another one.
I'm about to pass you to the prosecutor for questioning. Is there anything that you'd like to say that we haven't covered?
I think I covered everything.
Ask the witness.
So earlier you said that you were hanging out with the wrong crowd, is that right?
Yes, sir.
But would it surprise you that in this case, the people that you're hanging around with, they pointed to you as the wrong crowd?
Yes, sir. I see they did that, but that is wrong. I hear what you said earlier on how they said that I was the one that did everything, I can promise you I wasn't. I was in the wrong place. I wasn't even supposed to be. I didn't even know what was going on till there was guns.
Right here, Jacob finally gets to speak, and instead of legal arguments, we hear a lifetime of trauma. Childhood abuse, CPS, a mother's death, a grandmother lost, and years of untreated mental illness all crash into this one aggravated robbery case. He isn't saying he's innocent. He's begging for a second chance and deferred probation. If you were on that bench, would this backstory change how you see his crime? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.
Any other questions?
The 3 or 4 other.
I'm sorry, he's on redirect. Any other questions?
Oh, no, Your Honor. I was just gonna make sure that he wouldn't be associating with the other.
Sure.
Yes, sir. I won't be associating at all with them.
All right, any other questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you, Judge Boyd.
All right, I have questions.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how do you know Alfonso Diaz?
I met him one day on Facebook, and he was a drug dealer, basically. That's
All
how
right,
I
how do you
of-
know Myra Adape?
I don't really know her. She was selling drinks after hours on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't even know that's a thing now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I met her.
All right, so in other words, that would be moonshining, I guess.
Yeah.
Who is Eric Alderete?
That guy I don't know at all. I've never heard of that name. I was told about the report and I've never heard of that guy. I never knew that guy.
Okay, because in the PSI report, I'm sorry, in the stipulations,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
states that you would go over to that house and your normal thing that you would do is you would show up and then you would go get your girlfriend and you all would come into the house. Is that true?
No, I said that?
No, that's what the complainants are saying.
No, you're talking about, you said Eric?
Yes. How
No.
often have you been to that house?
I've never been to Eric's house. It's Alfonso Diaz's house.
Okay, how often have you been?
I've been there a couple times.
All right.
Just
and
to pick up some stuff for my friends. Like I'll go through and
To pick up what?
some drugs.
All right. And then how do you know Brian Pickney?
I met him on Facebook,
And how do you know Adam Cordova and Jessica Aragon?
Jessica Aragon was my ex for 8 years.
All right, so from the stipulations, these people were selling drugs from their home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so with regards to restitution, I can tell everybody, victim 1 is saying a $50,000 black Rolex watch was stolen. I don't have any proof of that. They're saying a $100,000 platinum necklace was stolen. I don't have any proof of that. 2 cell phones, I have no proof of that. Wallet and money, don't have any proof of that. $2,000 worth of cocaine, they're not getting that back.
Yes, ma'am.
$100 worth of marijuana,
Yes,
they're
ma'am.
not getting that back. 1 television valued at $300. Victim 2, a $500 gold rosary. You know, at some point in time, what if it's a rosary, if it's a representation of Jesus Christ, that should give people pause.
Yes,
I don't have any proof of that. They're not getting that. $100 James Avery silver necklace. They're not getting that. I don't know any necklace
They're-
at James Avery that costs
yeah,
$100.
they're just big drug dealers.
Excuse me,
Oh,
don't
sorry.
interrupt.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, apologize.
Vehicle keys, I don't have any proof of that. 2 grams of marijuana, they're not getting restitution for that. Victim 3, $400 Samsung 820 cell phone. That's cheap. Now they say those cell phones are $1,500. $200 Fossil smartwatch, $80 in cash and 4 grams of marijuana. I don't have anything before me that would justify the court or any evidence to giving that restitution amount back for any of the items. And for the court, that's the cost of doing business if you're a drug dealer. Maybe the people that you sell drugs to and drinks to are going to come in and rob you. You put it in your insurance. So I'm not going to grant them any restitution. Now, with regards to your application,
Yes, ma'am.
I am not going to grant your application. According to the stipulations, what happened is you were the person that they never would have been able to get into that home if you didn't show up with your girlfriend, They state in the stipulations what your routine was. So they trusted you as a buyer of drugs. In Texas and in elsewhere, guess what? If you're a drug dealer, you still can be a victim of robbery, right? You can't pull a gun on somebody and take their drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
They're not going to get any restitution for those drugs, but you can't pull a gun on somebody and take their items. What they're stating in the stipulations is you were a party.
Yes, ma'am.
So you with your girlfriend who was the driver, you all drove over to this location. They see it's you, they know it's you. So they're a little bit down on being vigilant. They let you in. And then immediately coming behind you, you go back outside. And then when you come back, you bring these other people with you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you committed an aggravated robbery and you took these items, whether or not they had the $100,000 platinum necklace and the black Rolex watch. I don't know. They're not getting restitution for it, but I know what you did could have resulted in many people in that house getting killed. So I'm not going to grant your application. I'm going to find you guilty in counts 1, 2, and 3. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are going to run concurrent. I'm going to follow the agreement that you've reached, which is 9 years prison on each count. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. I'll give him credit for the time that he spent in inpatient treatment. There's to be no contact with Brian Pickney, Adam Cordova, Jessica Aragon, no contact with any minors, Alfonso Diaz, Myra Aldape, Eric Alderete. I'm going to request the therapeutic community and the mental health unit. I have no jurisdiction over the jail, over the prison to have them place you in that program. You're going to have to request it as well. Do you understand? Is there something else you would like to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I didn't let them in the house, man. Like, I didn't let them in the house. I didn't let them in the house. I didn't even plan on robbing them. I did go over there. I know I did go over there, but I did not plan on robbing them. I had no gun. I didn't put no guns to nobody. I promise I didn't put no guns to nobody.
Well, wait a second. The door opened. This is the stipulations. The door opened before Alfonso could answer it and defendant 1 entered. You're defendant 1. Alfonso and Myra know defendant 1 as Jay, that's you, and were no longer alarmed. Alfonso greeted defendant 1 who looked around and said he would be back. Alfonso said, Jay, that's you,
Yes, ma'am.
usually walks back to his vehicle and would return with suspect 1. Suspect 1 is Jay's girlfriend and is known to Alfonso as Jessica Ann Aragon. Alfonso was going to shut his door when defendant 1 returned and allowed defendant 2 and 3 to enter Alfonso's house. Defendant 2 and 3 pointed handguns with lasers at Alfonso, Myra, Eric, while defendant 1, that's you, demanded their property.
I didn't do that though. I didn't demand their property.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? Yes.
Yes, I can't have probation.
No. And we can go off the record. Let me explain something to you. And this is the law of parties. Let's say there's a convenience store. And I know at that convenience store, they're going to have a lot of money on Tuesday. And I want to go in there and rob that convenience store. But I can't do it by myself. I need help. And let's say I don't have a vehicle. Via bus don't take that route. So I come to you and your girlfriend and say, hey, I'm going to rob this store. I don't have a vehicle. Can you all drive me there? And you and your girlfriend say, yeah, if we can get some of the money. And I'm like, okay, I'll give you $80. And you all drive me to that convenience store. And then I'm not a violent person, but things may get violent. So I ask somebody else, hey, you're a shooter. You have violent tendencies. I want to rob this convenience store. And just in case things go sideways, will you be able to help me out? And they tell me, yes, we'll help you out, but you need to give us some money. And I say, I'll give you $200. They say yes. We go into the convenience store because you and your girlfriend drive me there. Guess what? I wouldn't have been able to get that convenience store if you and your girlfriend haven't driven me there. And you know what's about to go down. I go in the convenience store. The clerk is supposed to give me the money. He's getting antsy. He pulls a gun from behind the counter. The person who I'm bringing with me for muscle shoots him. Guess what? You didn't have a gun. Your girlfriend didn't have a gun, but y'all are all a part of this. So guess what? Your girlfriend is charged with aggravated robbery. You're charged with aggravated robbery. I didn't have a gun. I'm charged with aggravated robbery. The muscle person is charged with aggravated robbery. So it's just like you had a gun. Do you understand? Now, how old are you?
28.
All right, you're 28. You will be able to still have your life ahead of you when you're released from the prison. Because it's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, you're going to have to do half your time before you're eligible for probation. Eligible for parole. So that means your half time is day for day. So that's 4.5 years. In those 4.5 years, you need to start thinking about what you can do so you won't be back in front of a court for this type of offense. Do you understand? Or any offense?
There's no way you could give me 7 years.
No. And I will tell you this, you're lucky that your attorney was able to get 9 years for you because you put 3 people's lives in danger. And for what? For things. Right? And at the end of the day, guess what? When we all die and we're long gone, that black Rolex watch, that 100,000 platinum necklace, somebody else is going to be wearing it. And stop, destroying your body with drugs. All right?
These people are lying. It's not none
Here's
of
the
that.
thing. I know. In the report, they're drug dealers. I know they're drug dealers. Guess what? That's why they're not getting any restitution. That and the fact that they didn't bring me anything to prove that those items.
In the last 10 minutes, the focus shifted from pain to responsibility. Jacob describes hearing voices, state hospital treatment, heavy medication, and finally feeling like a better person. But Judge Boyd presses the core issue. Mental illness explains his spiral. It doesn't erase what he did. The question now isn't just what happened. It's, can this version of him be safely trusted back in society? Do you think his mental health progress should outweigh the danger of the crime? Drop your thoughts below and make sure to like and subscribe.
3789 and 2024 3800 State of Texas versus Raul Iglesias. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense.
James Seeloff for the defense.
And are you Mr. Iglesias?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I never know what to do with the C either. Okay. Counsel, have you received all the discovery?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Iglesias, did you review the documents entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication and Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictments with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictments?
Yes, we waived the reading.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor. Each case, the state proceeding with the indictments.
All right.
No
And-
objection.
And the cause number ending in 3789, you're charged with evading arrest, detention of a vehicle. That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 3800, you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. And each of these cause numbers, if I were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, and if your deferred adjudication were revoked, and the cause number ending in 3789, you could potentially be sent to prison for up to 10 years and a $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 3800, you could potentially be sent to prison for 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Iglesias, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
And each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. And each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And each cause number, the state is requesting a $2,000 fine, recommending deferred adjudication. The cause numbers will run concurrently. They're taking in consideration night mag number 705-267, 723-983. There's to be restitution to Michael Soto and the cause number ending in 3800. There's also restitution to Olga Teo, Tello, and cause number 723-983. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
That's the plea.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, there has not.
Outside the agreement in the cause number ending in 3789, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. And the cause number ending in 3800, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. In each cause number, that there be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with Michael Soto and Olga Teo. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then in the cause number ending in 3789, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
And in the cause number ending in 3800, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
State exhibit number 1 with all that.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused. Oh, do you have documents for me to sign?
I would like to speak to the number of years on deferred. If
Okay.
the state wants to stay and argue with me.
All right, state, if you want to be excused and come back to when we get to that point.
Okay, thank you.
Right. All right, Mr. Iglesias, did you review the documents entitled waiver and consent to stipulations of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? See?
Yes, Your Honor. We waive PSI.
And you wish to speak to the length of probation?
Yes, the state has recommended 10 years. Probationary term for the deferred adjudication. This young man is 18 years old. He had a couple of bad days. He lives at home. He does landscaping for employment. He's got a sophomore education, high school up to sophomore year. He says he wants and going to get GED with the help of the probation department. I humbly request that the probationary term be reduced to something like 7 years. By that time, everything should be taken up. And as far as the taken into consideration charge, that was a marijuana, very small amount of marijuana on the TIC, which is a nutmeg number. And the misdemeanor, it has to do with the incident here, failure to stop and give information, I guess it's called. But he's only 18 years old, so I asked the court to take that into consideration. Thank you. Do you want to say anything?
No, man.
All right, why are you driving around in stolen vehicles?
I have no idea, miss. It was just joyriding.
All right, so you have no idea. So where did you take the vehicle from?
I actually bought the vehicle, but I knew that it was stolen.
All right, yeah, because nobody buys a vehicle when the ignition is missing, the ignition where you place the key. And my understanding, the steering column was damaged as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So who did you buy it from? And when I say who, what were their ages?
Really, miss, they were like a little bit younger than me. Like they were minors, and I bought it off an account in Instagram. I was
Alright,
added
so-
to a group chat.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
So you're 18, so you bought a stolen vehicle from somebody who's younger than you.
That's right.
I don't know what the world is coming to.
It's a weird one out there.
So how far did you go in school?
Just sophomore, miss.
All right, so why were you not in school?
I had problems with some of the administrators, so I just
Okay,
decided
so
to.
problems with authority. What's your problem with the administrators? That they told you needed to go to class every day?
No,
So
I-
what was your problem?
I don't know how to, I guess it's just because I wouldn't keep up with the dress code and. Yeah.
What
Like I
dress
would,
code?
I would wear slides instead of going with.
Well, why
Cool.
would you wear slides to school? And they tell you not to wear slides.
Yeah, I don't know, miss. I just wanted to be in slides.
All right, that makes no sense to me. There are rules for a reason.
Yes, ma'am.
And now,
Act of rebellion.
well, that's a poor choice to lay your flag on. Because at the end of the day, now you're before me, you're 18 years old, you have 2 felonies. And you don't even have a high school diploma.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to go back to school. I'm
And
trying to get
I
my
will tell you,
GED.
when I was growing up, having a high school diploma, you could go get you a nice, as my mom would call it, plant job, and you would be there forever and it'd be enough to support you. Now, sometimes if you have your high school diploma and your undergraduate, people will tell you your undergraduate degree is not enough. You need a master's, then you need a doctor's. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You are at the crossroads of your life right now. And either you're gonna end up going to prison, or either you're gonna end up turning your life around. If you go to prison, guess what? They have a place for you. There's always money in somebody's budget to build another prison, and they'll have a place waiting right for you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. So who are you gonna be staying with if you're released?
My mom.
And does your mom want you there?
Yes, ma'am.
These are the rules. Your mom, that's her house. It's not your house.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to follow her rules. If she wants you in the house at a certain time, you need to be there. If she wants the television off, you need to turn it off because that is not your house. Do not bring girlfriends and these random people to her home. That is her sanctuary. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And help around the house, clean, cook her a meal. Because I'm assuming she works
Yes, ma'am.
and she did not anticipate.
30 minutes in, the tone hardens. The state challenges his story, points out the missing apology to victims, and Judge Boyd walks through the stipulations. A setup robbery at a drug house, guns with lasers, and multiple people terrified at gunpoint. She reminds everyone that under Texas law, you don't need to hold the gun to be guilty of aggravated robbery. Being the inside man is enough. Do you think that's fair, or should party liability be treated differently? Comment your verdict and remember to like and subscribe.
That her son would be at the jail with felony charges for buying a vehicle that's stolen from someone who's younger than him. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In the cause number ending in 3789, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to a $2,000 fine. That will be probated.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 3800. Take in consideration night mag number 705-267. County Court 11-723-983.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's to be restitution, if any, to Olga Teo in cause number 723-983. There's to be no contact with Olga Teo. Have you ever used any drugs?
No, ma'am.
All right. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order the defensive driving course. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. And I'm going to order, you're going to obtain your GED. Once you have your GED, 100 hours of your community service will be waived. And then you're either going to go to somebody's college or either you're going to go to somebody's trade school. And I would suggest plumbing or welding. They always need welders and plumbers. Guess what? People will only call a plumber usually when there's an emergency. So they're not going to quibble with price. So, and then, so if he's in a trade school and he obtains his certificate, then I'll waive the remaining of the 100 hours. I'm going to want field visits one time per month for 4 months. There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else that's needed in that cause number?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Next, we're going to move on to the cause number ending in 3800. There's going to be a $2,000 fine that will be probated.
Thank you.
This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 3789. Take in consideration night mag number 705-267, County Court cause number 723-983. There's to be restitution to Michael Soto and Olga Teo, and no contact with Michael Soto and Olga Teo. 2 years deferred adjudication, 200 hours of community service restitution. Again, I'm going to require you to obtain your GED, and 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And then another 100 hours for completion of trade school or higher education. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. Defensive driving. Field visits. One time per month for 4 months. Proof of employment within 45 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else in that? And then in each cause number, I'm going to require TAP evaluation. That can be done out of custody. Follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll begin with outpatient treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, probation, is there anything else? All right, Mr. Iglesias, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreements, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's my theft course for you. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. If somebody invites you to a party, make sure that they are allowed to bring a +1. If they're not, that means that you're not invited. If you ever go to a location and somebody asks you to leave, leave. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't break the law. Follow the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you could find yourself in prison. All right, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. Keep in touch with your probation officer if you have an issue, if you see that you're going to use drugs.
In the end, Jacob's request for probation is denied. Judge Boyd follows the 9-year prison deal, adds a deadly weapon finding, and tells him he's lucky it isn't more. Then turns to a young defendant, Raul, offering a strict but hopeful deferred probation with GED, trade school, and field visits. One man goes to prison, another walks out with a long leash and a last chance. Was this balance between punishment and rehabilitation the right call? Share your opinion below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more courtroom breakdowns.